Hello, networking nomads. Hey, Bob Brown here. Listen, super excited. Today is going to be the first of many, I hope. I've been wanting to do this for some time now. We're going to start our Networking Nomads Spotlight series, which is what I'm going to actually do is be chatting with and interviewing, different people and creators that are actually taking action, that are using some of the social media platforms that we're talking about, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, and they're taking action and they're getting results. And so some of these people are be network marketers and have different degrees of success in their network marketing businesses, which I'm really excited about. But today I've got a special guest that I met about a year ago, and I met him through my actual Instagram account. He ended up picking up one of my free guides to getting your first 10,000 followers. He began to implement from there, started to see some success. He lives not too far away from where I am, and so we ended up having lunch together. He's going to tell a little bit about that story inside this interview. But listen, if this is something that you're interested in being on the Spotlight, Networking Nomad Spotlight, then leave me a comment below, and we'll work on getting you on a spotlight as you're taking action and you're growing your business and building your brand as well. So right now we're going to go ahead and jump into this. My special guest again is Garrett Yoshina, and he has done some amazing things. He's a network marketer. He is a fitness nut. A lot of the content that he puts out there, although he's in the financial arena, he does a lot of fitness stuff because he's into health, and so it's amazing to see some of the things that he's doing in the gym, and which is really exciting and fun to watch. But he also does a lot of motivational content and posts and different things like that that are just really encouraging and building up others around as well. So let's go ahead and jump into this interview, and I'll talk to you when we get finished. Enjoy it. Like I said, I've wanted to do this for some time now. This is not just with you, but also for kind of the networking nomads. I wanted to be able to do what I'm going to be calling my Networking Nomad Spotlight, which is really going to be interviews or chats with people that are actually crushing it in their businesses and using social media and becoming influencers on social media as well. And that's you, my friends. So. That's awesome. What I've seen you do has been really exciting. So I just kind of wanted to do this. So why don't you do this? Why don't you start off with, I know it's been about a year since we've met. Why don't you tell everybody kind of how we met and how this relationship kind of got started with us, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, so I met Bob through Instagram. Actually, I forgot who reached out to who. We liked one of the posts, and then I swiped up on your link or something to get your how to grow Instagram or how to grow 10,000 Instagram followers. And at the time, I was brand new to it, so I had no idea. So I got your link, and then I read your stuff, which is awesome. So I implemented it right away, and then all of a sudden, I'm not huge, but grow by grow, and gotten some very engaged followers. And then we've had a few lunches because we're 45 minutes away from each other or whatever. So we've met halfway and had some great talks and developed a great friendship over time.
Yeah, I think that's what the coolest thing is about kind of this whole network marketing thing is that, especially when you meet people that are kind of local, you can actually get together with them. Yeah. And I know there's a lot of other groups that kind of do these meetups in different places, but I thought it was pretty cool that you and I just happened to be, within about 45 minutes of each other. Yeah. We could actually get together, have lunch, kind of get to know each other through that. And that's how this relationship started. I think that's what, the networking or network marketing is all about. And just the beauty of being able to do that and build those relationships with people is pretty cool. So that's it's one of the things I liked about that as well. Yeah. So let me ask you this. So you've been in network marketing, right? How did you get started in network marketing? And tell us a little bit about what caused you to go that direction versus the traditional 9 to 5.
That's a great question. I kind of fell into it. I was coaching bat for a long time, and then got in the business world, being a business manager, whatever that means. I was basically running someone's operation, but I learned a lot and I didn't mind it. And then I got laid off, just like that, moment's notice on my own box. And then I was pondering life, kind of daydreaming, going over my childhood. And my parents were both teachers. They taught for 30, 40 years apiece. Great. And I remember as a kid that we would go grocery shopping once a month, on the second or third of each month. And I'm like, why? My parents aren't mean. Well, my neighbors go all the time. Now, don't get me wrong. We never went hungry. We
Right, right.
We just kind of scrape things out of the cupboard and out of the back of our fridge and chop it up and put in a pan. And I learned to stir fry because I'm Asian. But anyway, I'm like, why are my parents aren't mean? So I never understood that. And then my next door neighbor, my best friend, I grew up back in the day when we actually knocked on people's doors.
Right.
Hey, can you come out and play? Right. And I would have the same conversation with my best friend, Jeff, every 4 to 5 months. I'd go, hey, can you play? He goes, no, I can't play for 2 weeks. I'm like, you get grounded again? He goes, no, I'm going to New York. I'm like, oh, dang. Okay, I'll see you in 2 weeks. And then literally 4 or 5 months later, I'd have the same conversation. I'm like, where are you going now? He's like, man, I'm going to Florida. And as a family, we would go on vacation every other summer.
Wow.
And I'm like, my parents aren't mean. Why can't I be like Jeff? And then the light bulb went off and it hit me. We were living paycheck to paycheck, month after month. Teachers get paid on the last day of the month. That's why we only went grocery shopping on the second or third, because it was back in the day when you actually had a physical check. And I'm like, man, my dad was like National Science Teacher of the Year, getting all these awards. My mom was getting awards too, but doing great things for the community. But that community, the school does just not take care of us as a family. We were just mediocre. I'm like, do I want to do this? My life? Do I want to be mediocre, or is there something else? But I didn't know what the something else was, and I just happened to run into some gal. She said, hey, you looking for an opportunity? And at that point, I was desperate because no one was hiring. I was interviewing. This is like 10 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, here's my number. That's all I said. And then she goes, why don't you come in to my office? I'm like, okay, whatever. And it was weird, man. I mean, we get a name tag, and I got to hear 2 people and talk to people. I'm like, this is strange. And then I didn't really think I could do it. I'm like, there's no way. I didn't go to school for that, because I was always taught I get a job in the degree that I pursued, which is sports. And I'm like,
and typically somebody that has 2 parents as teachers would probably follow in that footstep, right?
Yeah,
go down that path.
Which I did for like 12 years because I didn't know what else to do.
So I did
that. And then this is way out of the norm for myself and my family. So I'm like, I can't do this. I'm a sports dude. There's no way I know what business. I didn't even know how to tie a tie and wear a suit at the time. So I'm like, no. But at the time, I didn't have anywhere else to go. So I was like, what the heck? Let me just go in. And, the people were pretty cool. And I was single at the time, and there's some cute girls. So I'm like, okay, let's go. That's kind of how I started, crazy enough as it is.
So how long would that process? Okay, you came into this. Again, part of the reason I'm asking you these questions, Garrett, because I think there's a lot of people that are going to be listening to this that are also network marketers, and they're coming into this. And obviously, this didn't happen overnight for you to begin to see success. So it was a gradual process that took place in your life, right? So
yeah, you mean through my business now, the network marketing?
Yeah. Is it the same business you're involved in now? Or
yes,
is it a different one? Okay, gotcha.
One, exact same one. I had success early because I was so ignorant and so eager to succeed at something. And I wanted to get those trophies in the office. So I had no idea about what we do, but I had an idea of how to get a trophy. I just had to put my mentor in front of people. Gotcha. And that's all I did. And that part I had success in. I built, I was able to build an organization, but I still didn't get concepts. I still didn't get business. But through network marketing, you leverage people and you leverage your leadership, which they have an incentive to help me. So they helped me through all the technical business kind of stuff. I just put them in front of people over and over and over again. So I had success with that part, but it took me a while to get the business aspect of and the concepts down.
But you did the important thing, and I think this is one of the things that we talk about with other people as well, is that in any type of network marketing, the key to success is duplication. And what you're saying is that you were actually duplicating that. You were sharing, and putting your mentor in front of other people. And no doubt the people that you brought into the business you were doing the same thing with. So you were just actually putting those people and doing the same things. Hey, can you say hi? This is my granddaughter.
Hi.
Hi.
This is G. His name's Garrett. She snuck in here. Do you want to say hi to you?
Hi.
Cool. Hi.
Give me a kiss, baby. Head on outside, and I'll talk to you in a little bit, okay? So the grandkids came over. They want to jump in the pool. They're going to hang out for this a little. So that's what I get to do after this. That's the beauty of this business.
That's it.
So, yeah, but that's cool. And I think that's really important is that that early on we show people that if we're going to be successful in business, it's got to be duplicatable. Because I think those people that are frustrated and fall away, they don't understand what the duplication process is and how you make that simple enough for people. And I think that's probably what it sounds like you were doing.
Yeah, or the thing, I learned our system first, because I just couldn't get the finance concepts. I'm like, so I learned that, and I figured out I don't have to know everything.
Right.
I got other people to fill in my weaknesses, and I figured that out fast. Because sports background, playing a baseball, I'm not good at everything. I couldn't pitch, but I had a teammate that could.
Right.
Stuff like that.
And that's important, is to put those people around you that will help to elevate you and help you to have success as well. And that's really what these things are about as well. So, so tell me a little bit more about, so you're in the network marketing business. It's in the financial arena. Now, I know this because we've chatted and talked a little bit. You're also a fitness nut as well. And I'm surprised that you didn't go that direction versus the fitness side of that. But I mean, you've got both of those that you're actually using. But what took you into the financial side of this, and what is it that you actually do?
Well, what we do, we're double-ended. With our client side, we run seminars, we do one-on-ones, but basically we educate the community on money concepts. Like the traditional industry, great industry, they do great things, but they don't want to help everyone. They only want to help everyone with the cash.
Gotcha.
Our model is we'll help everybody that'll listen to us. So we do all our education consultations for free. And then, we put them into savings programs, life insurance, retirement plans, debt management. We help with the college fund, long-term care, et cetera, et cetera. And then if they do decide to start a savings program, retirement program, we broker dealer with all the high-end financial companies, and those guys pay us, so our clients don't have to.
Very good.
So that's our client side. And then from the other end, I build, train, develop an agency, like people who hate their boss, hate their income, just want to be around people or whatever the case may be. They're just looking for, we're in a side hustle society. Everyone's doing Uber
Exactly.
and stuff. So right now, this is a side hustle for most of my new people until they kind of develop it and build it up so they can kind of fire their boss or whatever the case may be. So mainly I train and develop the agents to do what I do.
Correct. So that's exciting. So you have an opportunity to help people with their finances and get them organized, straightened out, but also offer them an opportunity to earn extra income to be able to do that. So it actually just multiplies and grows as you're doing that. So as you're bringing people in, what is the average time span it takes for them to get up and running and started? And I know that's a loaded question because it really varies on how much somebody's going to hustle in that.
Yeah, it's gonna sound real generic, probably like your business too, but it really depends on a person. I mean, so many people are busy, right?
Right.
Quote unquote busy,
right,
with whatever,
right,
which is some excuses are legit and stuff, but
sure,
so many people are busy. But the ones that go fast are the ones that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. They hate something, or they have a big reason why they got to make it. So everyone's on a different time. I mean, it sounds real generic, but everyone's on a different time scale. Some people I can sprint with, some people I got to pat on the back and coddle for months until they decide to do something. But people are people, and it's just, I bring this one in, they want to walk. Okay. I'll bring this one in, they want to crawl. Okay. This one wants to sprint. Okay. Let's go with this, this one. Well, I pat the others on the back. I'll see you at our next meeting.
Right. Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that goes on. Again, the goal is, I think, there's a lot of people that want to, there's the allure of the whole network marketing, the six figures and everybody making big money and driving the nice cars and everything else. But what they don't realize that doesn't happen overnight. And for those people that we actually want to achieve that, it is possible to achieve, but it takes some work, right?
Yeah, it takes a lot of work. Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, not just physical work. It's you got to get your mind right. You got to be a business person if you don't come in with one. You just got to have a drive. I hate to say it, but society is lazy. You go to the gym too. It's like, where are these people? I haven't been. I decided to take a year off. Oh, okay, cool, dude. But then you got the people I see every day just pounding it at the gym. So
right.
It all goes together in every aspect of life. It's people are people these days.
Right.
And some people, business and gym are the same. That's why I tie it together, because some people they go work out twice and they go, oh, I don't see any results. Forget it. It doesn't work.
Right.
But then you got the people that realize it's a day after day after day after day, week after week after month kind of progress.
Mm-hmm. And it's long term. And when you set those long term goals and say, listen, I'm going to get there. And that's what we talk about. Any legitimate network marketing business is going to take anywhere from 2 to 5 years to build that business up. And so, I know that when I got involved with mine, I knew that it was going to take some time to be able to do that. But the long term goal was to get there. And as I looked at my mentors, those people that were actually doing some things, it didn't happen overnight for them as well either. There was a daily grind that went on with that. And as they continue to go through, there was these milestones, these wins that they would do. But ultimately, when you get down to the road, if it took me 2 to 5 years to get to the level that they were at, would take me 40 years to get anywhere, and it wouldn't even get anywhere close normally. So that's what the beauty is. And that's why I like talking about network marketing, especially. It doesn't matter which company that is or what it's going on, but network company is it's a real important avenue to be able to get you to reach your goals a whole lot faster than it would normally. So
it is, because most, traditional 9 to 5, you climb the ladder like this.
Yeah.
In our businesses, it can go like this.
Yes.
And I look at, I tie in sports to everything. Lakers just signed LeBron. So
Right.
they went here to like this.
Yeah.
That's what can happen in our businesses too. I never know who after this, I go out and grocery store, who I'm going to run into that can be my LeBron.
Right. And that's the exciting part, is we're always looking at it. The cool thing is we get to meet people all over, and that's so that was kind of why I wanted to ask a question too, because it kind of takes you back. Why did you choose to go with Instagram? Had you been on social media before?
Yes and no. I have a funny thing that happened. Our company started getting, all the big ones started getting big, and we actually had trainings at our national conventions about the way of the world is social media. So I've always had Facebook, but it's mostly like pictures of my cats or like my sister or and everybody in my company's on that. So it gets flooded, and then I got hurt. I tore the trapezius in my right back shoulder, and I couldn't literally move for like 6 weeks.
No gym.
I would. What's that?
No gym.
Yeah, no gym, no nothing.
You're going nuts, man.
I would go into our meetings literally like this, but I couldn't move. I couldn't physically go talk to people. So instead of wasting the time, I'm like, okay, Instagram's the new hottest thing. Let me figure this out.
Right.
Because it kind of ended up being a blessing in disguise that I had. I could literally like I couldn't lay down. I had to sit up.
Right.
But I kind of, that's when it started. I'm like, let's do this. I got time to really study this thing. So I went that's when I found you. And, things happen for a reason. I found you at that time, and I'm like, okay, I got to do this. And I had time to kind of, and it, it wasn't hurting my shoulder. So, So that's why, and I heard all these people growing businesses and growing connections through Instagram stuff. So that's why I got on it a year ago or so.
Right. And that's exciting, because I've seen what you've been able to do. And actually, it's so funny, because I think in so many ways you have surpassed what I've done. Maybe not in numbers yet, but you're going to get there. But in the terms of putting out content and quality content, it really started out for you, I think, was, you started doing a lot of your fitness stuff and just kind of showing that. And now I'm just seeing you developing into, the business side of this as well, and being able to now use this as a real platform, not just to promote your business, but to encourage others and to inspire others to grow in their businesses as well. And so that's a lot of the stuff that you're doing and that you're putting out. So let me ask you this: how much time are you actually putting into your Instagram accounts to be able to grow that?
9,000 hours a day. No. I had to start scheduling time to kind of put out do the content or do the videos. Sometimes I get inspiration. I'll do a video on the spur of the moment.
Right.
But, in our business, not everyone shows up for appointments. And so if I'm waiting there, I'm always early. When you put out a great thing on being on time, and we collaborate on that, I'm always super early. So whenever I'm waiting, I'm either creating content or looking at it or doing like that. And then usually one day out of the week for like a couple hours, I'll do my videos, pre-record them a little bit. I don't want to give my secrets, but and at the gym, I got a video guy who's there Sundays and Wednesdays. So Sundays and Wednesdays, I do all my gym recordings.
Now, is he a guy that you hired to do that, or is he just a buddy of yours that's recording for you?
He thinks I hire him through cheeseburgers and pizza. So,
hey, whatever it takes, right? That's
yeah,
nice to have, because it's funny because
on my payroll, but I take care of him like that.
But so, that's great. That's great. So he's there.
I met him at the gym. He's become a friend now, and
sure.
He's recording me tonight doing my seminar. I'm the keynote speaker, so
fantastic.
I bribed him with food after to come in and do that. So
well, that's real important, because again I see what you're able to do with that by having somebody that's actually able to take those shots, to be able to do the videos for you, and those are the things that you're actually using and posting on your Instagram account. And I'm gonna when I put this the interview together, I'm gonna actually show some of your Instagram page and just really what you're doing on that, which is really exciting. And in a minute you're gonna have an opportunity to just kind of share that with other people, and then they can see it as well. Go there and get kind of plugged in.
Really helped was your post and your thing about the right times to post, or the perfect times to post. So I kind of schedule that into my day right now.
Right.
Like I know Wednesdays at 7 p.m. or I'm not sure, but I forget. But I have it all on as an alert on my phone. Like, okay.
I did the same thing here. Yeah.
As much as I can. Sometimes I can't, but I don't have it automated, so I'm the automation. So.
Sure. And there's some parts of that again, and that's what I'm going to get into with you here in a little bit. I've got other, not on this, but as you get to, when you hit about 1,000, there's some things that you can actually start doing to automate your Instagram account, and I'm going to share some of those things with you. I'm sharing with some other guys right now that helping them along to actually grow that through some automation, because automation is key. And I know for myself, when I first got started on it, I was spending 2 to 3 hours a day. Again, and it's like anything else. There's people that want to get on Instagram and say, man, I want to have a huge Instagram account. And yet one guy I'm dealing with right now, he goes, well, I posted twice this week and I haven't followed anybody, haven't commented. Why aren't I growing? Well, if you're not putting the time in, you're not going to grow. So just like anything, but I'm saying Instagram right now is powerful. Instagram just came out with IGTV. You're starting to do some of that. You got your IGTV channel, and I love what you're doing on that. You have, the stories. I mean, you've just blown up with the stories. You've been real consistent with your stories, which is really good. And then with the other posts that you're doing as well through that, but to be able to actually use those to help. But Instagram, just hit the 1 billion monthly users. And so, when you think about that as an opportunity, and right now it's like the Wild West on Instagram, to be able to, for those people that are actually using it and growing their Instagram accounts, to use that to generate leads. And so I'm generating right now, and I just hit my third account. I just passed the 10,000 follower mark on that third account this 2 days ago, actually. So I'm really excited about that. So I've got 3 accounts now that have over 10,000 followers. I've got 35,000 followers, which is really cool. But each one of those now is enabling me to actually bring in leads on a daily basis. And that's what I want to help other people do as well as they grow, because it's a powerful platform to be able to do that as you're growing it. So, and that's what, you're starting to do that. So where do you come up with your ideas for your content that you're putting out on Instagram?
You mean not the fitness ones, the other ones?
Both. Where's all that coming from? So you've got your creative juices flowing here. How do you decide what you're putting on there?
The fitness one, I want to be different. I just don't want to post normal curls and stuff. So, and I figured out that I got healed up more than I'm way better than I was. So I can do all these things crazy. I don't call them crazy, but things that
you do some crazy stuff, man.
And I figure, hey, I might as well do that while I can,
Right.
And I want to make it interesting, because I know for myself is like, okay, that one was boring. Okay, that was, so I kind of know that. So I watch people at the gym. I look at videos. I take stuff from American Ninja Warrior and then kind of make it my own. So that's with that. And the business kind of content, it's a lot of stuff that I do. I train my team on,
right,
like the night before, or this
right,
or that, or what they need. So a lot of it is like from my training in my agency in my office, and then once in a while I get a spur of the moment idea, and okay, let's shoot a video like that, or some inspiration, or something I read. I read a lot, so a lot of it comes from reading.
Yeah. And that's the cool thing I think for you is, I mean, you're putting a lot of shorter stuff out there. It's not long content, so people are watching that, and you usually got 1 or 2, 3, 4 steps that you're walking people through as you're putting that content out there, which is really good because I've been inspired by a lot of the stuff that you're putting out there. I go, man, G's got another post out there, and I watch your, you know, your fitness stuff that you're putting on there. I just love that stuff. So, you know, there's things that I go, and that's what I think, you know, is important because that's what people like. You know, if you're going to grow an account, you know, to be able to do that. So mine is, you know, I think I need to step up my game as far as that goes. You know, I've been able to grow my accounts with that, but I love the way that you're doing those things. And that's how I learn as well. So it's watching other people and putting that type of content in there. So I'm kind of moving towards that direction as well. And I love the fact that you're actually putting your post up there and you're doing little video posts in your Instagram account as well that are inspiring, they're motivational, they're, you know, quotes or whatever they are. I wanted to bring this up because this was a video that you just recently did. It's the I Can video. So tell me a little bit about your I Can. I know you don't have the prop with you right now, but tell me about that because I really think you do have it.
I do have it. I'm
Sweet.
in my office. It's right here. I got this from, I can't remember, it was from a training or a book I read. It was a long time ago that I heard about this, and I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. So I do have it right here, and you know, I pull out my goals and stuff. What is this one? Expand my.
Tell us about how you created that first.
What's that?
Tell me what you got in your hand. You got to explain. No, not the gold, the actual can. So
how I created it?
Yeah. So there you go. Show that picture right there.
I think this is a spaghetti can or something, or I don't remember. I just cleaned it out. It's a can, right? And then I usually, when I do this in the train, I just go, what is this? Someone goes, it's a can. And then I go, what's this? Oh, it's an eye. Okay, what's this? It's an I can. It doesn't resonate right away, but I can do this. I can do that. I can do this. So it becomes an I can with your goals and what you can do. So that's kind of your goals thing. So
that's one of the things I really liked about that when this was a great video that you just did, and it's recently, you guys can see that on his IGTV channel as well when you go there. But the reason I like that is, again, because what you're putting inside of that is you've actually laid out some goals for you, the things that you want to accomplish, you know, here in the next, you know, by the end of the year or the next 5 years or whatever else, which is really good. And so those are things that you're kind of keeping on the forefront of your mind as you're going through to, and like you said, you kept it on your desk, which is really cool. I'm glad you had that there. That was kind of cool. But it just stuck with me when I saw that. I go, that is a great idea and a great prop to be able to do that. And so I think others as well, you know, they need a little motivation. You know, there's times, you know, in this business, you know, it can be somewhat of a roller coaster ride. You know, we have our high points, but we also have some low points as well. And to be able to have, you know, something like that we can pull it out and say, listen, this is why I do what I do. And so I wanted to ask you a little bit about that. What is your why that continues to cause you to pursue what you do and why you do it?
It's switched now. My why is time freedom for people. Not only myself, but I told the story in one of my IGTV posts. It was about a 5-6 minute post. But long story short, my dad passed away about 6 years ago, like sudden, not overnight, but like over a 3-week period. And it was shocking to us. And I didn't go into work. I didn't do my business for 3 months in a row. Cause, you know, I got to take care of my sister. My mom's alone, and not to mention myself. Take me out of it, everyone else, especially my mom, because she's alone all of a sudden. So I took 3 months off to make sure she was okay, stay with her and stuff. And those were my 3 highest earning income months of my career at the time. This back in 2012. I'm like, holy crap! You take me out of the equation. I still got income streams coming in, and that's what really made me believe in, like, hey, you know, outside of all my wives, my girl, my fiance, and my mom, and outside of that, it's time freedom now. And so I can realize I can do whatever, whenever, with whoever, went on my time without worrying about anything. So now my main why is freedom of time, you know, not only for myself, but for everyone around me to realize, like, hey, you got to have multiple streams of income. So in case that happens, you know, like my mom, she's 74. She's healthy as a bat right now. She's in San Diego, I think. I can't keep track of her. But I'm going to be in that situation again with her, but I'm going to be able to spend however long I need to with her and my family. And I want everyone else to do that. So that's kind of like my main why now is time freedom. You know?
I think that's really good. And I think a lot of people really want that. And it kind of goes back to what we were talking about before, those people that get into the business that, sometimes they want the time freedom, but they're lazy and they don't know how to pursue that. I want to have that lifestyle, but doesn't that just happen like that? Isn't that an overnight thing? No, and there's some work that goes with that. But as that's part of the goals, the I cans that you can do, and you have your why, which keeps you going through those difficult times, then you're going to be able to see and experience those the time freedom. I know that's why I got into this, and I'm not going to get into my story, but and you and I have talked a little bit about it, but I lost everything back in 2009, and I didn't want to start. I was starting all over again, and to be able to earn any type of retirement or income would be forever, starting from scratch again, going into the corporate world. And I didn't want to do that. And I wanted to be able to, work for myself and have the time, when my grandkids come over and walk in the door, that I can just go out and hang out with them at the pool, those kind of things. And that doesn't mean I don't work. Because I think, Garrett, you're a lot like me, that we work because we love to work. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're always working. And it doesn't matter because we love what we do, it's no longer work. It's an enjoyment. Now, and then we do schedule the time to have fun in that, but even in the midst of having fun, there's a lot of times we're still working.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Everything's this right now. And then I can be at the pool at your house hanging out and then still work because of this.
Right. And that's the exciting thing about why, and that's why I love this so much more. And with Instagram too, and we're talking about this whole thing is that we have the ability as we're growing a business to be in the palm of 8 billion of a billion people on Instagram on a monthly basis. Now, again, we're not going to reach a billion, but the opportunity is there. And it's not just Instagram. I've tried to actually, make myself available in a lot of different places, which I think you have as well. So I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram. So I'm on all those, but I'm really only active. My main one is Instagram. And then I'm starting to do a lot more YouTube videos. And part of the reason for that, and I'm excited about what Instagram IGTV is doing, but it's not there yet as far as the results that we're going to get. If you're doing videos, you want to be on YouTube because it's the second largest search engine, and people are actually searching for those types of things to be able to grow, and you're going to actually reach more people that way. So my account, I started really kind of, we're going to switch subjects here, but YouTube, right about the beginning of the year, and I've been able to grow that because of searches, and people are actually searching for things, and that's when and I'm hoping this is going to be the case with IGTV as well. If they actually implement some sort of search engine inside of that, it's just going to grow up, because I think it's such a popular platform where a lot of the other ones are kind of declining, maybe just a little bit. Instagram is still on the rise, and with the IGTV, it's kind of blown, and the stories really have kind of surpassed Snapchat, as that's where that came from. And then with the IGTV is they're kind of going after YouTube. And so I think if they're going in the right direction, but they realize that videos are powerful. So you're creating videos and you're finding that you're getting results from videos, correct?
From videos. Yeah. I get a lot of, I guess I get a lot of engagement from the videos. Right. More than just the normal picture or something. Right. I get a lot of, DMs and stuff from videos more. Right.
So you're getting that, and so you're actually using those to actually interact with people and then build those relationships. Because I know that I've seen on yours, you've actually met a lot of people, and you've actually done what we've done with some of those people as well, is meet up with them because they're probably more localized as well.
Yeah. Most of the local people, but I've met great people in Seattle, and they were in like Palm Springs one time, so I drove down there just to meet them.
Wow, fantastic.
I collaborated with them on a radio show. They have a radio show up in Seattle, and then at the end of next month, I'm going up there, or end of next month, I'm going up to Seattle to meet up with them again, and just great people. Outside of anything, if nothing happens business-wise, I got some great associations.
Yeah. I think that was the same for us too, as we're both network marketers, and we kind of meet up, and I think that our friendship and just I think the commonality of what was going on in our lives and everything else. And my father was passed away a couple of years back, and we had a lot of those things in common. And I think just that it was more so than just the business side of that. And although at some point, there may be business down the road from this from both of us, which would be great. And I want to funnel people. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this, is if there's anybody that's in the finance or looking for financial services, how are they going to find you, Garrett? So if somebody's looking for financial services, where are they going to find you at? And tell me about that.
Meaning what? What do you like?
So if somebody's looking, you're want to share your business and they want to say, hey, Garrett, what do you do? How can I find you? Where are they going to find you?
The best way is through probably Instagram or through your networking Nomads group.
Okay.
And they can, probably Instagram is easier. You just follow me and DM me. Hey, I met you. I heard your interview with Bob Brown, and I'm from the group. And then from there, I just, I'll get a phone number and this and that. That's probably the easiest way.
Very cool. So tell everybody what your Instagram.
It's at Dream Warrior Empire. So like 3 words put together, Dream Warrior Empire.
Okay, that's cool. And I'll put that up I'll make sure that that's on the video as well here. But that was another one of the cool things I love. Garrett actually made up some shirts and he's always sharing, because it's the Dream Warrior team that he has there that he's sharing those with.
By the way,
I'll take one, man. I'll put it on. I'll do some videos with you. But
it's
Garrett,
right
listen, I want to do more of these. There he goes. Very good. Warrior Up. That's his Dream Warrior Empire is where you can actually find him on Instagram. I encourage you to go over and check out G's. His name's Garrett, but he goes by G, so I call him G. So G's stuff that he's putting out there, because he's got some great content, and I think you'll be encouraged. Make sure you follow him over there. And then just build that relationship with him, because he's got some great stuff to offer as well. Gee, I want to be doing some more of these things, do some other collab stuff.
Yes,
I really do appreciate you, taking the time today to jump on here with me. And let's work some of those things out so that we can do some more of this together. Because I think there's some good things in store for both of us. Maybe there's something like this down the road. So anything else you want to share before we close this out?
No, I just want to, you've been a great help to Instagram and great friend, and your group on Facebook, and the networking nomads, and your guide to the followers and everything you send me. I can't even name them all, all the links and stuff you send me. So you've been a great help. I really appreciate it. And I tell all my contacts and everyone, hey, follow Bob, follow my boss.empire. So I want to thank you too for, reaching out and doing all this with and we've got a great friendship. We'll do some business down the road. I know that.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
We have a great friendship, and I appreciate you, my friend.
Well, you too. And so listen, we will do this again. Thanks again for coming on. Let's keep in touch, and I'll talk to you real soon.
Yes. All right, Bob.
Sound good, Garrett? Okay, buddy. You take care. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right, my friends. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that interview. Just a little snippet. I mean, the time went by so fast. We've edited a little bit of this, but I think we were on the phone for almost 45 minutes, and it just went by like that. And so, again, you're seeing just a little bit of the success that Garrett had, and that's exciting. Again, we're doing the networking nomad spotlights. I want to start doing those on a regular basis. So if you'd like a shot in that, leave me a comment below. Let's chat, and we'll go from there, see if we can't set something up to help you to grow your business as well. If you happen to be watching this and you're not in our networking nomads group and you'd like to be a part of our community, then make sure you leave me a comment or click the link below, depending on where you're watching this video from. If you want to get your hands on that free guide that I have, how to get your first 10,000 followers on Instagram, again, there'll be a link below this video, or leave me a comment. So listen, I hope you have a great day, and I'll chat with you real soon. Bye now.